following feature presentation is part of the All for Sci-Fi Podcast Network. Are you ready for this?
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
No, you're not sorry, Dave.
If you only knew the power of the dark side. Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father.
He told me enough. He told me you.
No.
No. I am your father.
Yes, you are not. Yes, you will be.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. It's a
trap. Where's Captain Trickster? Is he sleeping?
The needs of the many outweigh
the needs of the few.
for the one.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Yes.
Live long and prosper.
Get away from her, you bitch! Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me you built a time machine? Out of a DeLorean?
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Take it away.
Goodbye.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Stop saying that!
I see dead people.
So what? You said that.
Why so serious?
I volunteer! I volunteer as tribute!
What I do is not up to you.
Chewing.
Nice.
We're home.
I'm one with the Force. The Force is with me. I'm one with the Force, and the
one
Force
with
is
the
with me.
Force, and his Force is with me. Is it with you?
I'm one with the Force, and the Force is
I
with
am
me.
one with the Force, and Captain Trickster is missing. Where did he go? Hey, everybody, welcome to the All for Sci-Fi Weekly webcast. I'm your host, Eric Walker, and I'm missing Captain Trickster. I don't know where he's at. Maybe he's sleeping, or maybe Captain Tinkle is in the bathroom. I have no idea. But the show must go on, even if he doesn't show up. Hey, Dante, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you're here. We don't have a lot to talk about today anyway. We only have one show to review, the latest episode of Murderbot. Yes, latest episode of Murderbot. I think it's episode 7. It's called Complementary Species, I believe. Something like that. Anyway, I don't know where you are, Captain Trickster, but I'll check on you after the show. Also, upcoming shows for July. Got a lot coming in July. Let me take that down on the comments. Got a lot coming in July. We got, we got Alien Earth, a new series from FX Channel. Of course, we talked about this on last week's show. We have Star Trek Strange New Worlds coming out next month. Blade Runner 2099 Foundation Season 3 is coming as well. What else do we have? We have Superman, of course, coming out next month. We have Jurassic Park Rebirth. So July is just full of shows. So we're going to be having a lot to review in July. So hopefully you will join us. If this is the first time you've ran across All for Sci-Fi, please hit the like button and subscribe so that you're notified every time we go weekly. On Saturdays, we do all our shows at 3:30 Pacific time. And we have a lot of fun here. You know, Captain Trickster and I, we have kind of like this, I don't know if you call it, I guess you call it a bromance, but we like to have fun, and we like to joke, and we like to entertain you as well as talk about things. Also, in August 8th, 9th, and 10th, I will be in Dallas, Texas at the Rebel Scum Con. I'm going to be actually in the vendors area at the Order 66 booth. And don't forget that Well, also there's a Boonta Eve edition of Rebel Scum. Hopefully, I'll be there as well. Hey, what is Dante saying? I love these 2-bit photos from the Ewoks. Yeah, those photos that my friend posted from the Ewok Adventure Caravan of Courage were actually taken from my father. My father took those pictures. One of them, I'm talking with George Lucas and Tom Smith and John Cordy, and it's just before we filmed the Magic Pond scene. I think John Cordy said something that made us all laugh. That's why I'm laughing in the photo. This photo below that is a deleted scene that didn't make it in Caravan of Courage, the Ewok movies. It was a scene called, in the script, it was called The Gulping Flower Glade. And it, you know how Mace likes to, in the Caravan of Courage, you know how he sees that little creature in a tree and he sticks his hand and goes after it? Well, in this case, since Mace won't keep his hands to himself, he tries to put his hand in one of the flowers and it grabs his hand and starts trying to pull him underground, and the Ewoks save him. I guess George didn't like that scene or something happened. I don't know, but he ended up rewriting, and during the reshoots, that scene was taken out, and we have the flower, not the flower. We don't have the flower scene. We have the tree monster, slug monster scene. So, no, this hat's not new. This is the hat I've had for a while. It says, "May the 4th be with you." In fact, I think this says 2024 on it, so it's actually a little over a year old. Okay, let's jump right into Murderbot. Murderbot is a show that's on Apple Plus. I like the show a lot, but it's not long enough. It's only like always 22 minutes. This week's episode was 26 minutes. It's an entertaining show. Kind of reminds me of Resident Alien, but with a robot. Also, Resident Alien season 3 is just starting. There you go. We're gonna have to when it starts, we're gonna have to be reviewing that. Anyway, so what happens basically is they're still coping. Let's give the rating at All for Sci-Fi. You know, we have a rating system of 3 to 5 stars, 5 stars being the best. If it's 3 stars, we don't recommend it. This week's episode of Murderbot I'm going to give it 4.65 stars. I really liked it. It seems like a transitional episode. This is episode 7. They're going to have 10 episodes, so it ends in July. Basically, they're still coping with the fact that the Murderbot basically killed that traitor from the other camp. They seem to be too emotional. Yeah, you came close. Dante gives it 4.75. It wasn't quite a 5-star episode, but it's doing pretty good. And basically, he's trying to tell them they need to move and go to another area. Then he checks the perimeter, and they almost get. He sees one of those slug things coming, and danger, and they end up mating on top of the ship. And another one of those security droids or whatever robots comes down, and he ends up fighting with them, and that security robot ends up destroying the eggs that were left there. So that creature comes and helps out, actually, because the mommy's pretty mad. Anyway, Murderbot, just to let you guys know, it's not a show for kids. It has a lot of adult themes, so don't recommend watching it with your children. They might not get half of them anyway, but it's still not a show for children, especially younger viewers. But again, it was a pretty good show. That's why I gave it 4.65. Dante gives it 4.75. We're both pretty close. And I'm enjoying it. I just wish they were longer, because it's a good show. It's got it's well written. The music's good. The acting's good. Again, it needs to be longer. That's the only opinion I have. So, what else? That's pretty much about it. I made all the announcements. It is a short show because it's only one episode. But as we say it all for Sci-Fi, we'll see you next week. Same time, same bat channel, 3:30. We'll talk about Murderbot. Might have something else new at that point. Remember, the Force is with us always. Go out and do an act of kindness because it makes the world a better place. And live long and prosper. All right, see you guys next week. Enjoy your week. Stay safe, everybody. God bless.
The following feature presentation is part of the All for Sci-Fi Podcast Network.